Revelation chapter 20. It's that part where Satan gets locked up for 1,000 years. Yeah, it sounds intense, but we're going to break it down real easy. No fancy words, no deep theology, just straight talk. So let's jump in. All right, Revelation 20. This is near the end of the Bible, and things have been intense. There's been beasts, plagues, battles, all kinds of stuff. But now we get to this moment where something big happens. Satan gets bound up, like locked down. Verse 1 says an angel comes down from heaven. This angel's got a key and a big chain. Not just any key, it's the key to the bottomless pit. That's like a prison for demons. Dark, deep, no escape. The angel grabs Satan, the devil, the serpent, he's got a bunch of names, and throws him into that pit. And here's the wild part. He's locked up for 1,000 years. Not 10 years, not 100, a full 1,000. During that time, he can't mess with people. No tempting, no lying, no stirring up trouble, just silence. So you might be asking, why though? Why 1,000 years? Well, it's like a reset, like God is giving the world a break. Imagine living in a world where Satan can't mess with your mind, can't cause chaos, can't ruin stuff. That's what this 1,000 years is about. Peace, order, rest from all the madness. Now, while Satan's locked up, something else is happening. Verses 4 to 6 talk about people who died for Jesus. They didn't take the mark of the beast. They didn't bow to evil. They come back to life. This is called the first resurrection. And they reign with Christ for those 1,000 years. That means they rule with him, like kings and queens. They're not just chilling in heaven. They're active, in charge. And it says, blessed and holy is the one who has part in the first resurrection. Why? Because the second death, the final judgment, won't touch them. They already made it. So let's pause right here. You've got Satan locked up. You've got God's people ruling with Jesus. Earth is peaceful. It's like what the world was meant to be. No more war, no more lies, just God's rule. But it doesn't end there. Verse 7 says after the 1,000 years, Satan gets released. Yup, let out of the pit. And guess what? He goes right back to doing what he does best, deceiving people. He tricks a bunch of folks, gathers an army, and marches up for one last fight against God's people. It says they surround the camp of the saints in the beloved city. That's God's people, God's kingdom. But here's the thing, they don't even get to fight. Fire comes down from heaven and boom, it's over, just like that. God takes care of it. No long battle, no struggle, done. And then comes the final part, the judgment. Verse 10 says the devil gets thrown into the lake of fire. That's it. No more running around, no more escaping. It's final. Then there's a big white throne, and God is sitting on it. Everyone who ever lived is standing before him, small and great. Doesn't matter if you were famous or unknown, rich or poor, you're there. Books get opened, and there's one special book, the book of life. That's the one you want to be in, because if your name's not in that book, it says you're thrown into the lake of fire too. That's the second death, not just dying like your body, it's being totally separated from God forever. No going back. Heavy, right? So what does all this mean for us? Here's the simple truth. God is in control. Even Satan can't move without permission. He might look like he's winning sometimes, but God already planned his end. That 1,000 years. It's proof that God is going to bring peace. He's going to give us a taste of what life should have been. And the judgment, it reminds us it matters how we live. It matters who we follow. Because there's a real end to all this. There's a real book with names. And you want to make sure yours is in there. Now don't get caught up in trying to figure out if the 1,000 years is literal or symbolic. Some folks argue about that, but the main point is clear. Evil gets shut down, God's people reign, and everyone faces judgment in the end. So what do we do now? We live like we belong to Jesus. We keep our eyes on him. We don't fall for the lies of this world. We stay ready. Because one day all this stuff in Revelation, it's going to go down. And you want to be on the right side when it does. Let me say this before we close. God doesn't want anybody to end up in that lake of fire. That's why Jesus came. That's why the cross happened, so you could be in the book of life, so you could reign with him, not face judgment alone. So if you haven't made that choice yet, make it. Don't wait, the story's already written. You just got to choose what part you play in it. All right, that's it. I hope that helped you understand Revelation 20 a little better. It's a deep chapter, but the message is simple. Jesus wins, and if you're with him, you win too.